What's up everyone? Welcome back to the channel. Today, we are doing something absolutely insane. Most people know Kenya for its famous safaris and the Masai Mara, but I wanted to find out what else this incredible country has to offer. So I spent thousands of dollars and countless hours sending my team to explore the most remote, unknown, and breathtaking places in Kenya. We're going on an epic, story-driven journey to uncover 10 hidden gems that most tourists have never even heard of. You are not going to believe what we found. This is Kenya like you've never seen it before, and trust me, your mind is about to be blown. This is going to be a wild ride, and I promise you every single second of this video is packed with unbelievable sights and crazy adventures. We're talking about everything from ancient volcanic caves to islands that look like they belong in the Caribbean. I'm going to show you places so secret, even some locals don't know they exist. I'm Rigo, and as you can probably tell from my voice, I'm an American guy who is absolutely obsessed with finding the world's best-kept secrets. And today I'm taking you all with me on this incredible adventure across Kenya. And because I want to make this even more exciting, make sure you watch until the very end. I mean it, don't click away. At the end of the video, I'm going to hit you with some special trivia questions about the places we visit today. Get them right, and you'll prove you're a true exploration expert. This is more than just a travel video, this is a challenge. Let's see who's been paying attention. Are you ready? Let's get this adventure started. Alright, for our very first hidden gem, I sent my team to one of the most remote and hostile environments on the planet. This is Lake Turkana, also known as the Jade Sea, and when you see it, you'll understand why. The water has this insane, otherworldly greenish-blue color from the volcanic minerals and algae. It's the world's largest permanent desert lake and the largest alkaline lake. Getting here was a massive challenge in itself. It's a grueling, multi-day journey over some of the roughest roads you can possibly imagine. It feels like you're traveling to another planet, completely cut off from the rest of civilization. But the reward for that insane journey is absolutely worth it. The landscape here is just surreal. You've got these stark black volcanic rocks contrasting with the vibrant jade water. It's surrounded by a barren, sun-scorched desert that looks like something out of a Mad Max movie. This isn't your typical relaxing lakeside vacation. This is a raw, untamed adventure. You feel a sense of isolation and wonder here that you just can't find anywhere else. It's a place that truly tests your limits and pushes you to the edge, which is exactly what we were looking for. This place is a paradise for anyone who craves true, hardcore adventure. Forget tourist traps and crowded beaches. This is about survival and discovery. The local communities like the El Molo, Turkana, and Samburu people have adapted to this harsh environment over centuries. Their culture is as unique and resilient as the landscape itself. We saw them fishing from traditional rafts, their villages clinging to the shoreline. It's a humbling reminder of human endurance in the face of nature's power. It's a place that will change your perspective on everything. So why is Lake Turkana a must-see? Because it's one of the last, truly wild places on Earth. It's the cradle of humankind with some of the oldest hominid fossils ever discovered found right here. You're literally walking through history. The sheer scale of the lake, the extreme environment, the vibrant, resilient cultures, and that unbelievable jade-colored water make it an unforgettable destination for any serious adventurer. If you want to see a side of Kenya that 99% of people miss, you have to come here. It's a challenge, but the payoff is legendary. Next up, we traveled from the arid desert to a place that couldn't be more different. Welcome to Kakamega Forest, the last surviving remnant of the Guineo-Congolian rainforest in Kenya. Stepping into this forest is like stepping back in time. It's an explosion of green. The air is thick, humid, and filled with the sounds of thousands of insects, birds, and monkeys. This isn't just a forest. It's a living, breathing ecosystem that has existed for millions of years. It's a piece of Africa's ancient past, preserved in the middle of western Kenya. This place is a legend among birdwatchers. Seriously, people travel from all over the world just for a chance to spot some of the rare birds here. Kakamega is home to over 350 species of birds, including some that you literally cannot find anywhere else in Kenya, like the great blue turaco and the black and white casqued hornbill. My team spent hours just listening to the symphony of birdsong. It's incredibly peaceful and mesmerizing. You can just stand still, close your eyes, and be completely surrounded by the sounds of nature. It's a total sensory overload in the best way possible. But it's not just about the birds. This forest is teeming with life. We're talking about hundreds of species of butterflies, some as big as your hand, creating these vibrant clouds of color. There are 7 different species of primates, including the black and white colobus monkeys and the rare Debratz's monkey. We were lucky enough to see a whole family of colobus monkeys leaping through the canopy, their long white tails trailing behind them like capes. It was an absolutely magical sight, something straight out of a nature documentary. The entire experience is like a treasure hunt. You're constantly looking up, down, and all around trying to spot the next incredible creature. You can hike to viewpoints like Lirhanda Hill for a panoramic view over the entire forest canopy, or explore the walking trails that lead you past giant, ancient trees covered in moss and ferns. Kakamega Forest is a sanctuary, a fragile piece of natural history that needs to be protected. For anyone who loves nature, science, or just wants to experience a truly ancient and rare ecosystem, this place is an absolute hidden gem. For our third location, we're heading to the massive Lake Victoria, but we're not going to the main tourist spots. Instead, we found a place steeped in tranquility and history, Rusinga Island. This island is special. The moment you step off the boat, it feels like the pace of life just slows down. There are no paved roads here, just dirt tracks winding through lush vegetation and small fishing villages. The air is clean, the people are incredibly friendly, and the vibe is just pure relaxation. It's the perfect escape from the noise and chaos of the modern world. But Rusinga Island has a secret historical significance that makes it even more fascinating. This is the ancestral home and burial site of Tom Mboya, one of Kenya's most important and charismatic political figures from the independence era. He was a key founding father of the nation, and his mausoleum is right here on the island. Visiting it gives you this deep connection to Kenya's history. It's not just a beautiful place, it's a place of national importance. Yet it remains completely off the beaten path for most international travelers. The island is also a paleontological goldmine. In the 1940s, the famous paleoanthropologists Louis and Mary Leakey discovered a remarkably complete skull of Proconsul africanus, an early ape that lived around 18 million years ago. This discovery was huge for understanding human evolution. So you're on this peaceful island surrounded by incredible natural beauty, and you're literally standing on ground that holds clues to the origins of our own species. How insane is that? It adds this whole other layer of wonder to the experience. Life on Rusinga revolves around the lake. You see fishermen heading out in their colorful boats at dawn and returning with their catch in the evening. The main activities here are simple: walking, birdwatching, fishing, and just soaking in the serene atmosphere. You can sit on the shore for hours, watching the water and the sky change colors. It's a place for reflection and connection, both with nature and with Kenya's deep history. Rusinga Island is a true hidden gem for those who want a quiet, meaningful, and beautiful escape. Get ready for this next one because we are heading into a landscape that looks like it was plucked straight from a fantasy novel. These are the Chiulu Hills, a volcanic mountain range that stretches for 100 kilometers. What makes this place so unbelievable is the contrast. You have these vibrant, rolling green hills covered in lush grass and forests, but underneath them lies a hidden, dark secret, one of the world's longest lava tube systems. It's an absolutely mind-blowing combination of beauty and mystery. My team geared up with headlamps and went to explore these volcanic caves, and it was one of the craziest things we've ever done. The main cave system is called Kisula Caves or Leviathan, and it's massive. You descend into the earth and you're in this pitch-black tunnel formed by flowing lava thousands of years ago. The air gets cool and the only sound is the drip of water and your own footsteps echoing in the darkness. It's both terrifying and exhilarating. You feel like a true explorer discovering a lost world. The hills above ground are just as spectacular. Because of the volcanic soil, the vegetation is incredibly rich. The hills look like a perfectly manicured green carpet stretching as far as the eye can see. On a clear day, you can get the most insane views of Mount Kilimanjaro rising in the distance. It's a photographer's dream. We spent a whole day just driving and hiking through the hills, and every new viewpoint was more breathtaking than the last. It's this vast, open, and untouched wilderness that makes you feel incredibly small. This area is also critical for wildlife. The porous volcanic rock acts like a giant sponge, absorbing rainwater and feeding the springs that supply water to the entire Tsavo ecosystem. So these beautiful hills are literally the lifeblood for the elephants, lions, and other animals in the famous parks nearby. You can go on guided walks or horseback safaris to look for giraffes, zebras, and elands against the backdrop of the rolling green landscape. The Chiulu Hills offer this perfect blend of above-ground beauty and underground adventure. It's an explorer's paradise. Okay, for this next gem we went way off the grid. We traveled deep into the rugged, arid landscapes of northern Kenya to a remote frontier town called Maralal. This place feels like the Wild West of Kenya. It's dusty, it's remote, and it's the gateway to some of the country's most untamed territories. Maralal is the administrative center for the Samburu people, a community known for their incredibly vibrant culture, colorful beadwork, and strong warrior traditions. Just being here feels like an adventure. But we came here for one specific, absolutely wild reason: the Maralal International Camel Derby. Yes, you heard that right. Once a year, this quiet town explodes into a chaotic, vibrant, and thrilling festival centered around camel racing. Competitors come from all over Kenya, and even internationally, to race camels through the dusty, challenging terrain. The atmosphere is electric. It's a massive celebration of the culture of Kenya's northern nomadic communities, and it is one of the most unique events I've ever witnessed. Imagine the scene: hundreds of people cheering, the sound of pounding hooves, and riders trying to control these surprisingly fast and stubborn camels. It's pure, unadulterated chaos and fun. There are races for professional jockeys, but the best part is the amateur race, where anyone, including my team members, can try their hand at riding a camel. It's way harder than it looks, and watching people bounce around trying desperately to hang on is absolutely hilarious. It's a spectacle of skill, endurance, and pure comedy. Beyond the Derby, Maralal itself is a fascinating place to explore. It's a cultural crossroads where different communities meet and trade. You can visit the local markets, see the Samburu warriors in their traditional attire, and get a real sense of life in this remote part of the world. Maralal is not about luxury resorts, it's about authentic, raw, and unforgettable experiences. If you want to witness a cultural event that is completely unique and get a taste of Kenya's wild northern frontier, timing your visit for the Camel Derby is an absolute must. After the chaos of the Camel Derby, we needed some peace and quiet. So we headed back to Lake Victoria to find our sixth hidden gem, Ndere Island National Park. The name Ndere means meeting place in the local Doluo language, and legend says it was a place where ancient tribes would rest after long journeys. Today, it's a meeting place for something else: tranquility and wildlife. This small island is a protected park, and what makes it so special is that it's primarily a walking park. There are no roads, no cars, just you, the trail, and the animals. The island is basically a sanctuary. It was stocked with various animals in the 1980s to create a safe haven for them. As you hike along the grassy shoreline, you'll walk right past herds of impalas, waterbucks, and the rare semi-aquatic Sitatunga antelope. It's an incredible experience to be on foot and so close to these animals in their natural habitat. They're used to people walking around, so you can observe them without disturbing them. It feels like you've been dropped into your own private African Eden. The main activity here is hiking to the island's highest point. The trail winds through tall grass and offers stunning 360-degree views of Lake Victoria and the distant shores. It's a bit of a climb, but the reward is one of the most peaceful and beautiful vistas you can imagine. You can see the Mageta and Homa Hills in the distance and watch fishing boats glide across the vast expanse of water. We just sat up there for over an hour, soaking in the silence, which was only broken by the sound of the wind and birds. Ndere Island is the definition of serenity. It's a place to disconnect from technology and reconnect with nature on a very personal level. You can camp here, which would be an unbelievable experience, waking up to the sounds of the lake and the wildlife around you. It's not about thrilling action, it's about quiet observation and appreciation. For anyone looking to escape the crowds and find a truly peaceful corner of Kenya, where you can walk among the animals, Ndere Island National Park is an absolute treasure. It's a perfect day trip for pure undisturbed nature. You probably think of Kenya for its savannas, but for our seventh spot, I'm about to show you something that will completely shatter that image. We're still in Lake Victoria, but we found an island that looks like it was teleported straight from the Maldives or the Caribbean. This is Takawiri Island, and I'm telling you, you are not prepared for how beautiful this place is. We're talking about pristine white sandy beaches and crystal clear turquoise water. It's a tropical paradise hidden in the middle of Africa's largest lake. When my team first arrived here, they were absolutely speechless. The sand is so fine and white it squeaks under your feet, and the water is so clear you can see straight to the bottom. The shores are lined with palm trees, completing the perfect tropical postcard look. It's so unexpected to find a beach like this on a freshwater lake. It completely redefines what you think is possible. We spent the day swimming, sunbathing, and just trying to process how a place this perfect could be so unknown. This isn't a crowded tourist beach. For most of the day, we had the entire place to ourselves. It's the ultimate private getaway. The only sounds are the gentle lapping of the waves and the rustling of the palm leaves. You can rent a boat and explore the other small uninhabited islands nearby. Or go fishing for tilapia and Nile perch with local fishermen. It's a place designed for pure, blissful relaxation. It's the kind of place you see in movies and think can't possibly be real. Takawiri Island is the ultimate secret spot for anyone looking for a beach escape without the coastal crowds. It's proof that Kenya's beauty is incredibly diverse and full of surprises. Getting here takes a bit of effort, a boat ride from the mainland. But that's what keeps it so pristine and special. If you want to experience a side of Kenya that will shock your friends and give you the most incredible photos, you have to find your way to Takawiri. It's a slice of paradise you'll never, ever forget. Alright, enough relaxing. For our 8th hidden gem, it's time to get the adrenaline pumping again. We traveled to the western edge of the Great Rift Valley to a place of breathtaking drama and epic scale, the Kerio Valley. This place is all about massive, sweeping landscapes. The Elgeyo escarpment drops almost a vertical mile down to the valley floor below. Standing on the edge and looking down is a heart-stopping experience. The views are absolutely immense, stretching for miles and miles across the valley. The Kerio Valley is famous among a very specific group of thrill-seekers paragliders. The thermal winds that rise up from the valley floor create the perfect conditions for flying, and it's considered one of the best paragliding spots in the entire world. So, obviously we had to try it. We met up with a professional pilot, got strapped into the harness, and literally ran off the edge of a cliff. The moment your feet leave the ground and you're soaring like an eagle over the valley is indescribable. The feeling of freedom is insane. You're silently gliding through the air with this gigantic, epic landscape laid out beneath you. You can see the Kerio River snaking through the valley floor, small villages and patches of farmland. It's both terrifying and incredibly peaceful at the same time. You get a perspective on the world that is impossible to get any other way. We were up in the air for almost an hour, just soaring on the wind currents. It was without a doubt one of the most incredible experiences of this entire trip, but you don't have to be a paraglider to enjoy the Kerio Valley. The drive along the edge of the escarpment is one of the most scenic routes in Kenya, with countless viewpoints to stop and take in the sheer scale of it all. The area is also home to the Kalenjin people, famous for producing many of Kenya's world record-breaking long-distance runners. The valley is a place of extremes, extreme beauty, extreme heights, and extreme talent. For anyone seeking dramatic landscapes and a massive shot of adrenaline, the Kerio Valley is an unmissable gem. For our 9th hidden gem, we're heading back towards the coast, but not to the beaches. We're going to a place that combines lush coastal forest with rolling grasslands and a very special, very rare resident. Welcome to the Shimba Hills National Reserve. This place is unique because it's one of the largest coastal forests in East Africa, after Arabuko Sokoke. It's a cool, green oasis that offers a refreshing break from the coastal heat, and it's packed with biodiversity. The main reason this reserve is so important is because it is the only place in Kenya where you can see the magnificent and endangered sable antelope. These animals are absolutely stunning. They have these long, curved horns and a beautiful, glossy black coat. They are incredibly majestic but also very shy. Finding them was a huge challenge for my team. They spent hours driving through the park searching for any sign of them. It became a real mission, a quest to find this one rare creature. And then, after hours of searching, they found them. A small herd grazing peacefully in a grassy clearing. It was a huge moment of victory and awe. Seeing an animal that is so rare, in its last remaining natural habitat in the country, is a really powerful experience. It's a stark reminder of how fragile these ecosystems are, and how important conservation efforts are. The reserve is also home to elephants, giraffes, and buffalo, but the sable antelope is the undisputed star of the show. Besides the wildlife, Shimba Hills is also home to the spectacular Sheldrick Falls. To get there, you have to take a guided walk down a steep path through the forest. It's a bit of a hike, But arriving at the 25-meter waterfall and being able to swim in the cool, refreshing pool at the bottom is the perfect reward. Shimba Hills offers this amazing mix of forest exploration, wildlife spotting, and a bit of adventure. It's a compact, beautiful, and incredibly important reserve that most visitors to the Kenyan coast completely overlook. We've made it to our 10th and final hidden gem, and trust me, we saved one of the most unique for last. This is Saiwa Swamp National Park, the smallest national park in Kenya, but it is absolutely one of a kind. The entire park is a swampy, riverine forest, and you can't explore it by car. Instead, the entire park is set up with a network of raised wooden boardwalks and 4 viewing platforms that let you walk right through the heart of the swamp without getting your feet wet. It's an incredible and immersive experience. The main reason this tiny park exists is to protect one of Africa's rarest and most elusive animals, the endangered Sitatunga antelope. This is a semi-aquatic antelope that has specially adapted splayed hooves that allow it to walk on the soft, marshy ground. They are incredibly shy and are often called ghost antelopes because they are so hard to spot. They spend most of their day hidden in the reeds and papyrus, often submerged with only their noses above the water. Finding one is the ultimate prize for any visitor here. My team spent hours walking the boardwalks, standing silently on the viewing platforms, just scanning the reeds for any sign of movement. The park is so quiet and peaceful. All you can hear are the frogs, the insects, and the calls of the many bird species that live here, like the beautiful Ross's turako. It requires a lot of patience. You have to move slowly, listen carefully, and just wait. It's a completely different kind of safari experience, one that's all about quiet observation and anticipation. And then, finally, their patience paid off. They spotted it, a female Sitatunga, moving gracefully through the swamp. It was a magical moment, a perfect reward for a day of quiet searching. Saiwa Swamp is not about big game and dramatic chases. It's about appreciating the small, delicate, and rare beauty of a unique ecosystem. It's a sanctuary for a creature that can't survive anywhere else. It's the perfect end to our journey of hidden gems. And now, for those of you who stayed, here are your trivia questions. Question 1. What is the nickname of Lake Turkana? And question 2. What rare, semi-aquatic antelope is Saiwa Swamp National Park designed to protect? Let me know your answers in the comments. And that is a wrap. 10 of the most incredible, unbelievable, and hidden gems in all of Kenya. We raced camels, we explored ancient lava caves, we walked among wild animals, and we found a secret tropical beach in the middle of a lake. I hope this video has shown you a side of Kenya that you never knew existed and inspires you to get out there and find your own hidden gems. This country is so much more than just the famous safari parks. It's a land of endless adventure and breathtaking diversity, and we only just scratched the surface. Thank you all so much for joining me on this insane journey across Kenya. It means the world to me that you stuck around to see all these amazing places. I want to know which of these 10 hidden gems was your favorite. Was it the Jade Sea of Turkana, the paragliding in Kerio Valley, or the secret beaches of Takawiri? Let me know in the comments below, along with your answers to the trivia questions. I read every single comment, and I can't wait to see what you guys think. If you enjoyed this adventure and want to see more insane videos where we explore the world's best-kept secrets, then you know what to do. Please destroy that like button, share this video with a friend who needs an adventure, and most importantly, hit that subscribe button and turn on notifications so you never miss the next crazy challenge. We have so many more epic videos coming your way, and you are not going to want to miss a single one. Thank you again for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.